And she just kind of gave up on that last one. She almost moved out of her position before she released the shot. It's never going to work. Novakoska missing 2 as well. I'm just trying to see if anybody has shot the perfect 5. Of course, Henkel, the veteran, has, and so has Elise Ringen. Ringen taking the first position for Norway. Well, as the race, the early starters are underway, we'll just take a very quick break. And we'll be back as soon as we can to welcome back, and a chance to pick up on Eva Tafalvi. She's so good on the shooting range, hitting the perfect 20. 20 shots fired, 20 hits in the individual race. That's her strength, the shooting. Her weakness is her ski speed, and she has been working on that. I had a chat with her in October when I was down with a group at the glacier and on the Dachstein. We were doing shooting as well on the range with her. As Petrushina, start number 30, getting underway for the Ukraine. Well, 3 times in the top 10 in World Cup racing is very good, and the best 3 were all here in Oestersund. So Petrushina hopefully can get her mindset, the feeling back, as Elise Ringen already coming in for the stand shoot. She's leading after the prone shoot, no penalties, skiing fast. Her teammate alongside her, stand position in this wind. The rifle does not remain steady. You have to function there really on getting your timing right. As soon as the target is central in your rear sight and foresight, then you gently press this trigger. Now, the last 3 shots missed. She hit 7 out of 7. Her brain would have started thinking, if I can do this, I could win the race today. Just that lack of experience, the 23-year-old Ringen. Her best ever position, 10th in Hoch Wilson in the sprint last year. Gives Henkel a chance. Just feel the desire, the experience of Henkel. The wind is blowing around the rifle. She's not doing anything rash or quickly, in control. Ah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Only 2 men out of the 104 starters earlier today had the perfect score. Andrea Henkel showing us why she's still around in biathlon 17 years after her first World Cup race. Well done to Henkel. Needs to pick up the ski pace though. But it's good, it's very good. Look at that, there's Henkel, bib number 3. Pulled back a minute off Solendal, and we know the speed that Solendal skis as Gasparin, the girl from Pontresina, continues with her great start to this season. Now Mäkäräinen's time, second fastest as I read it. Just 0.2 of a second off fastest coming into range, so she has time. Domracheva, remember she missed 1. Domracheva in the prone, and Mäkäräinen just throwing 2 shots wide there. Now Mäkäräinen's ski speed is good. Is it that good though? I don't think so. 3 penalties missed is almost too much. She will pull time back from Henkel, but now has to go on the penalty loop. 22 for Russia. Vilukina. Quite a low position. You can see the left elbow and the angle from shoulder to hand. It's a long reach, but it's good. She's always good on the range. Ha, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Doesn't flinch, doesn't hesitate. In fact, I don't think she thinks, she just does it. And that's the best way. When you're at your best in shooting, you just let it happen without thinking. I suppose like driving a car, you become so used to it, you don't remember going through gears or cornering. It's the same with shooting. You just into automatic is the best place. She works hard for her shooting. The tension you can feel. Three, the last shot went wide as well for Kusner. She's going to have to really work for a top 15 now with those penalties. Dunkley, 24. Well, Susan Dunkley, when she needed it most, she finished 5th at the World Championships in the individual. Now that looked like Tora Berger. She suffers from the cold occasionally, but we so many times see her skiing in warmer temperatures. That's -5 with no gloves on, but she threw a mitt off. Clearly she has had little issues with the cold temperatures we have today. It's -9. Kuzmina's missed her first. It was a good time, but the second, Tora Berger. Berger's 9.5 seconds off the pace, but she always picks up on the shooting. She's so fast. The audience love her. Her coach loves her for getting these targets. She won the race on Thursday. Can she do the same again today? It's not going to be easy. Look at the time, 7:29. Gasparin on 7:38. I think Berger's just going to slot in ahead of Gasparin. It's going to be tight. 1 second. Once again, it's Tora Berger leading after the first shoot. And Henkel on the track with just 1.5 kilometers to go is well ahead, having hit 10 out of 10. No wonder she's still making the German team with so many young athletes coming through. Emily Larsson getting good cheer as she leaves the stadium. Now Nowakowska for the stand. Look at her hair, you can see how strong this wind is, and that's why we've seen some poor shooting in the stand. See in her stopwatch, she's on 15:38, 15:39. She starts 5 seconds before the official timing. She'll download that information later to see how she was working during the race. But for now, she wanted all 5, but she's only got 4. Has her work cut out now. Needs to push the pace. With number 30, Petrushna. And the Ukrainian team, certainly over the years, have held their heads high on the shooting aspect of the biathlons. Good coaching and a very disciplined team on the range. Although they were much more relaxed this year, I felt when I watched them in October. Shamray just telling the great news. This says very, very good news for the Ukrainians. And it's not a Shemirenko, it's Petrushna leading the way, and I think she will just slot in front of Tora Berger with fast shooting and clearly good skiing on the tracks. Advantage Ukraine, Petrushna 2.1 ahead of Berger. The wind chill here is quite severe, especially at -9. It drops the effective temperature down below -16, so on the face or any exposed skin, it's not fun. This one didn't look relaxed coming in. There was tension all over her face. That's a pity. Really love to see Guisdon getting back to her best, and remember, she has podiumed. Henkel has podiumed many times. In fact, if she wins today, she'll have been on the top, the high point, on 22 occasions. So Henkel coming in for the final few meters, trying to speed it up as she comes in. Exactly 22 minutes, well, and 0.5 of a second. 47 seconds ahead of her opponents. Aya Chemarenko. Look at the time. She would certainly have gone out in first place, but not anymore. She'll have to reason with herself that her skiing speed is so good, she can pull some of that deficit back. Now, Polka. Christina Polka. Well, she's a good mountaineer. She likes climbing. She's had shoulder injuries. She still suffers a little from back problems. But so far, so good in this race. Look at the wind again. You can see it blowing her hair. Like the discipline, you see the gust coming through. Very sensible to hold back a little. She's aware the clock is ticking. Oh, and that break has spoilt it. Good effort, well done, and in those difficult conditions for Polka. Gasparin again suffering this changeable wind. Gasparin's time, 14:58. Well, I was just about to say if she misses one, she could still take the lead, but not with two. Dobracheva just floating across the line. Missing three, she's only 11.2 seconds behind Andrea Henkel. She's got the ski speed, Dobracheva, at the moment. Her great shooting has deserted her. So what can Anna-Karin do here? Is she going to go for the fast shooting option? If she does and gets them, she could still win this race. Vilokina. Love Vilokina's determination, her self-confidence in these difficult windy conditions. She was fast and she was accurate, but one penalty for Vilokina and three for Anna-Karin. A total of 5, really has blown her chances. Spirits will be down now for the Finn. How do you cope with that? 50% of the targets being hit. Now then, Duran Haber. Just let me have a look at her time coming into range. It's very competitive. She's 6 seconds down on Solendal's time, which still remains the fastest. Now that's the way to do it. If you love your biathlon, if you're ever trying and getting an opportunity to try some biathlon, just watch Duran and of course Brunet. Brunet incidentally starts or has started bib 45 and Duran 39, so we'll see Brunet coming in very soon as Kuzmina makes her way to the line. There's 22 as the lead time. And only 41.8 behind. That's missing 3 targets. Henkel hit all 10. Look at this time. Look at the time. 14:24. She has a full minute and 6 seconds from now. I think we're looking at a new winner. Even with that penalty, she's going to fly around the penalty loop. Surely she can get out before Henkel's time. Gorin. Good discipline to get the final shot.